Hi, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Chris. This is Willow Hikes. And I've been stuck in this house for 2 weeks recovering from surgery. And frankly, I'm about to go nuts. So now that I'm able to actually clothe myself and get up and walk around a little bit, figured I would try something new that I can do here in the house. So a little while back, I was listening to Metro on the Move. If you're not familiar with Metro, check out his channel here on YouTube. Earlier this year, he backpacked the Appalachian Trail. And after hiking that entire trail, somebody asked him what his favorite thing to eat on the trail was. And he mentioned something called hiker trash pad thai. And after hearing that, I decided I need to try my own take on that. Now, if you're new to backpacking, you've probably spent a bunch of money already on the gear you need to get out there. And freeze-dried meals are pretty expensive. But it's nice to have a morale-boosting hot meal out there and not break your budget. So what I'm making today is a lot cheaper than freeze-dried meals, but a little more interesting than taking a Knorr pasta side or instant mashed potatoes. Now, this isn't Metro's specific recipe. This is going to be my own take on what he mentioned based on ingredients from pad thai and adapted for lightweight on the trail, low cost. And to be clear, I'm trying this for the first time, so this might be a disaster, but let's take a look at the ingredients. All right, so we want to keep this low cost, but interesting. So we're going to start with a regular packet of ramen, and also got a couple of packets of peanut butter, and these are the Jif to goes, but you can also get Justin's packets. There's probably some other brands as well. Also have a packet of white chicken. These are all things you can get in pretty much any grocery store. We're going to use also a packet of sriracha, a little condiment packet. You can buy these in grocery stores, or you can get them at a lot of to-go restaurants. And finally, to top this off, we're going to have a little bit of lime crystals. This is the equivalent of using a wedge of lime juice, and you could take a lime or lime juice instead. But these packets are also available in most grocery stores. And we're also going to use soy sauce. I'm going to use 2 packets, and this is the first time I've made this, so it may be horrible, but we're going to give it a shot, and if it's not great, I'll know how to adjust it in the future. All right, since I'm housebound, we're not going to break out the backpacking stove because I don't think it's a great idea to do that indoors. But I want to make this as close as possible to what I would do out in the backcountry. So I have got the Tokes titanium pot, 750 milliliter. And I'm also using the lid from the Evolved Equipment pot, just so I don't burn my fingers here. And since I'm not using backpacking stove, we're just going to go ahead and do this on a regular stove here in the kitchen. So get this turned up to high, and we're going to boil some water in this. Just boiling water. All right, while that's coming to a boil, gonna open up our ramen packet. I'm breaking this guy in half, and I am gonna be tossing the flavor packet. We're not gonna be needing that. So, just about to a boil. Almost. Okay, we have a boil, So I'm going to turn this off. Hate these hot handles. And I'm going to move this over here to a pot holder. And if I was out in the wilderness, I'd probably just set it on the ground. But now we're going to add this ramen directly into that. Now I could just boil it and cook the ramen like we would at home. But typically we're looking to save fuel out there. So putting this in the boiling water and covering it for 3 to 5 minutes should be sufficient. So while that's soaking, I'm gonna sit and rest for a moment. Okay, so I let this go about 5 or 6 minutes. Let's take a look. And yeah, that looks like it's gonna be just fine. So for the next step, we're gonna pour off a lot of this water. I wanna keep about 2 teaspoons of that starchy water in there. That's gonna help with our sauce. So in order to pour that off, I'm gonna use the Pika Lid. So let's get that on there. Just because I love the straining holes on this guy, and it makes for a very easy pour off. So, long-handled spoon. Let's take this over to the sink. And pour off water. All right, so retaining some of that water. And get our lid off. So now I'm going to add some of that peanut butter with my long-handled spoon. And I've got 2 packets here. I'm not sure if I'm going to need 1 or 2. So let's start with 1. And as you can see, that hot starchy water is helping melt that fat. So we're just going to stir that peanut butter in here. Let it incorporate. Definitely smells like peanuts. And I'm just going to stick with 1 of these. It definitely smells very peanutty. And now we're going to add our chicken. And you can find these at most grocery stores in the same aisle that you find your tuna packets. And let's give that a little stir. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add that other peanut butter packet. And again, might be more convenient to get the Justin's brand. And again, I want to make sure I get all this stirred up nicely. And looks like I used about the right amount of retaining water to make this a nice thick sauce, but not watery. Gonna add soy sauce packets for the saltiness. And I'm gonna use 2 packets in this. A little bit of sriracha for a little heat. And to finish, we're gonna put those lime crystals in there. And again, if you don't want to spend the money, and these are probably about $3 for a packet of, I think like 50, but we're going to add that in and give that a stir. So it certainly looks like something you would make while you're out on the trail. And again, like I said, this is not Metro's recipe. I don't know Metro's recipe, but this is definitely my take on pad thai I would make out in the backcountry. So let's give it a try. Bear with me. Probably not the best idea making a video on how to make something that I'm making up for the first time on camera. But let's give it a try. And you'll know if you have a new idea for out on the trail, or if I've just shown you how to make something you're never going to want. So get a little bit of everything in there in the moment of truth. Okay, it's not terrible. I think the lime is a little overpowering, so maybe half a packet of that. Having said that, it's got a good amount of heat that's not overpowering. And a little creamy for my taste. So probably a little less water retained in there for a little bit of a thicker mixture, although this does seem to be pretty thick. What I will say is this is definitely not pad thai. I've had some pretty bad pad thai in my life. I've had some great pad thai. This resembles neither. Having said that, if I were to use half a lime packet, this is something I wouldn't mind eating out in the backcountry. Might be a little more work than I want, but if I don't want to pay for a freeze-dried meal and I don't just want to heat up a Knorr pasta side, maybe this would be all right. So if you're interested in having hiker trash pad thai out there while you're backpacking, I suggest reaching out to Metro on the Move and ask him how he makes it, because he loved it, and this definitely not something I could see eating every day on the Appalachian Trail. So it was worth a shot. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you sometime.